bloody lucky get here. I bloody lucky get here. Pay attention, you twat. I bloody lucky get here. I've had hell of a day. My missus have had a coil fitted. And she's picking up a CB operators on the bloody thing. And when I left home, I was getting verbal both ends, I was. I have given her a bit of out and I brought her with me tonight. It's safe kissing her goodbye anyway, doesn't it? I hate her, I do. She bloody horrible. She's in the back. You have a look at her. She's bloody horrible. She got pigtails under her arms, she have. I always remember when we got married, when we was in the church. This is when we got married. This was in the church. When we got married in the church. This was when we got married. In the church, this was when, and the vicar said, this is in the church. He said, will you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? I said, I will. And the vicar took a look at her. He said, I'm going to ask you again. Here we are in Salisbury, and this is, of course, an educational evening. Later on, we should be asking a lot of very, very serious questions. We should be asking what's the similarity between the pelican and the vat man. They could both stick their bills up our ass. You should know these things. And we should be asking what's the difference between a bogey out of your nose and a Brussels sprout. You can't get the children to eat the Brussels sprout. This is the sort of questions we should be asking later. And we should be asking what can the cow do that the woman can't do? Stand up to her tits in water without getting her fanny wet. See? You should have learned these things when you went to school. You didn't listen. But I'll give you a tip. If you're in Salisbury after the show, don't go for that bloody Indian food. That bloody stuff. Don't you eat that bloody stuff. Last time we saw, we went for some of that bloody stuff out there. Don't you eat that bloody stuff. It's not only hot when you eat the bloody stuff. Next morning, my ass went down for a drink. No wonder Gandhi, where they bloody great gussets in this trouser. And I went with my mate. I got a mate called Denzil Penberthy, I have. Now, you shouldn't have a Denzil, because he's had a rough life. He was a cesarean baby, and they've always affected him. When he stopped the car, he'd get out the sunroof. Fortnight ago, he went in the local paper. He said, I want to put an advert in the for sale column. He said, it'll cost you £1 an inch. Good. He said, I got a 40-foot ladder for sale. But, see, he had the bloody stuff called Vindaloo. He did that's even worse. What he had is even worse. That is a bloody Vindaloo. Right. That set fire to your house, that bloody stuff. And we got in Bodmin the next morning. This is in Bodmin the next morning after. In Bodmin the next morning. In Bodmin. This is the morning after. Jethro, he said, I can feel a movement in my bowels. He was going to shit himself. I know what was happening. He was going to shit himself. That's what was going to happen. I said, well, it's a toilet. Go in there. Go in there. See, well, what happened was, see, he dropped his trousers and he reversed right in, and he'd already started. See, he'd already started. And he's just sitting praying for lump, he was. But when he looked down, there was 4 feet. And he'd already started, see, he'd already started. He said, I'm very sorry, mate. I never meant to shit over you, but I didn't know you was there. I reversed in and I went looking, say. I didn't know you was there. Well, lucky, he said, I saw you coming. And he said, I pulled your trousers up before you started. But someone's just, is there anybody in from Cornwall? Where you from? Oh, that's lovely. It's a shit all that in. They had an earthquake there, did £1 million worth of improvements. But last summer, we had the Antique Roadshow come to Cornwall last summer, and I said to Denzil, you must come down to the Antique Roadshow and bring an old relic down, and the man will tell you what it is and how much that is worth and what it is. And how much that is worth and what it is. He said, I'll have a look in the attic and see what I can find in the attic. I said, that's right. You look in the attic and see what you can find in the attic. And he got down the Antique Roadshow with a bloody great parcel. It's the biggest parcel that was there. And the man unwrapped it. He said, how long has this been in your family? Well, Denzil said, Father said it was in the attic when he was born. He've always wondered what it is. And we've brought it out, first time ever, hoping, of course, you'll be able to tell us what it is that was in our attic. Well, he said, I can't tell you what it is. He said, it's a bloody water tank. Last summer I was down Newquay, and in Newquay in the summer you see all sorts of people. There's a man come down the street, you never seen nothing so bloody stupid. He walked just like that. I said, how you walking so bloody stupid? He said, listen, fat gut. He said, I've had a very, very serious accident. I said, I'm very sorry to hear that. Was it a car accident you've had? Was it? No, he said, I shit myself. Well, I said, if you shit yourself, you want to walk like this. That's the way to walk if you shit yourself. He said, I will when I finish. But let's have a drink, shall us? Let's have a piss up, shall us? Andy, get everybody a drink. I shouldn't be drinking really because alcohol killed my first wife. I loved my first wife and alcohol killed her. I come home pissed and shot her. But this morning, I was coming up through Bodmin this morning and there's Penberthy out in the field kissing the cow's ass. I said, Denzil, why you kiss the cow's ass? He said, I got terrible chapped lips. And I said, did that cure chapped lips? No, but they said it will stop you licking them for a minute. But what has happened, see, since I've seen you in Salisbury, see, Denzil and his wife have had a young girl staying with him, see, and she said to Denzil's wife, I am at the bath for a week, I want the bath, you haven't got no bathroom. She said, well, what we to do is, when Denzil to go to play Skittles on Thursday night, we to get the tin bath on the floor in the kitchen in front of the Rayburn. On the floor, in the kitchen. Well, see, Denzil went to Skittles and this girl jumped in the bath. See, she jumped in the bath on the kitchen floor. But Denzil's wife noticed she never had no hairs not on her fanny. And when Denzil come home, she said, Denzil, that girl haven't got no hairs on her fanny. What? He said, none? He said, she ought to have one or two now. She's 47. He said, I'd like to have a look at that. Well, she said, look, if you want to look at them, next week when you go Skittles, we leave the curtains open inch. You come back and have a look at them. See, well, last Thursday, Denzil went to Skittles, and this girl jumped in the bath, and by this time, Denzil's wife got to know her better, see. She said, I noticed you haven't got no hairs on your fanny. She said, I didn't realize I should have. Well, you should have one or two now. And she said to Denzil's wife, if you got hairs on your fanny, see, well, Denzil's wife got about a quarter acre. She got. She said, I couldn't have a look at yours. See, well, Denzil's missus got her fanny out now, see? But when Denzil come home, she said, did you have a look? He said, I did. But what do you want to go showing her your fanny for? She said, you've seen my fanny 1,000 times. He said, I have. He said, but the bloody Skittle team had.